Good morning, Kennedy Dragons. Welcome to the 2023-2024 school year. I am Mr. Butcher. I am the principal, and I am so glad that you are here to join us on the very first day of school. I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that you've left your average at home or on the bus, and you are ready to have a respectful and responsible day. We will talk about that each and every day. Ready means being in the right place at the right time with the right stuff. Respectful means treating others the way you want to be treated. And responsible means doing your job with a smile on your face and giving perfect effort. Those are the three things that we talk about every single day because we believe being ready, respectful, and responsible will help you be a success in anything that you do. And speaking of responsibilities, each and every day our first responsibility is going to be to show respect for the rights that we have in this country and at this school. We'll do this by daily saying the Pledge of Allegiance, where we'll stand, we'll put our hand over our hearts, and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. You'll see the flag behind us and the words. We also do our school pledge, where we have a pledge where we talk about being ready, respectful, and responsible, and what that means. And then we'll do a moment of silence where you guys will just take a time to think about what you're going to do for the day. So, to show respect when we say the pledge, what you will do, you will stop what you're doing, you'll stand up tall, you'll put your right hand over your heart like this, you will say the pledge loudly, clearly, and with pride. If you don't know the words, which a lot of our pre-K students and a lot of our kindergarten students, you may not know them. If you don't know the words, don't worry about it. They'll be on the board and you just listen to them, and after a couple days or a couple weeks, you will know them. And if you're new to Kennedy, you haven't heard our school pledge, same thing. Just listen to the words as they say them and try to get a little bit more of it each and every day. If you guys would please stand for the pledge and remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge. I pledge myself as a Kennedy Dragon to be ready for the day ahead of me. I will be respectful of myself, my teachers, and all others I meet throughout the day. I promise to be responsible for myself, my actions, and my learning. I will work my hardest to be the best dragon I can be. Please reflect silently on your day, your activities, and what you hope to accomplish. Like I told you earlier, my name is Mr. Butcher, and I'm the principal at the school, and my number one job, is to help keep you guys safe so that you guys can learn and have a great day. One way that you guys can help us keep you safe is by trying to slow down the spread of germs. And we do this by frequently washing our hands throughout the day. When we wash our hands, we want to use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. At Kennedy, we try to use Germ-X, the official hand sanitizer of KDS. When we wash our hands, we want to get all parts of our hands. The palms of our hands, the backs of our hands, in between our fingertips and in between our fingers and our fingertips, plus our wrists and our thumbs. When we wash our hands, we want to do it for at least 20 seconds, so let's wash our hands. You want to get the palms of your hand. You want to get the back of your hand. You want to get the back of your other hand. You want to get in between your fingers. You want to get your fingertips. You get your other set of fingertips. You want to get your wrists. Get your other wrist. You want to get your thumb. Your other thumb. Now your hand should be nice and clean. All right, after we have washed our hands, we've done our pledges and our moment of silence, we're going to get started with our morning announcements. The first thing we do is we recognize people who have birthdays today. Happy birthday today to Xavier Wise, who is 10, Skylar Watson, who's 8, and Taylor Urovich, who is 7. Please come down to the Media Center sometime today to get your birthday ribbon. After we do our birthdays, our next responsibility, the job for you guys to do with a smile on your face and give perfect effort, is to make your lunch choice. Today, for lunch, we are having chicken filet sandwich, lettuce, tomato, and pickle, green beans, baked Lay's chips, and fruit berry sherbet. If you don't want chicken sandwich, you can always get PB&J or your yogurt or muffin. So make sure you're making your lunch choice now. And teachers, don't forget to fill out the spreadsheet so that Miss Rhonda can know what lunches to make today. All right, after we do our birthdays and our lunch choice, we talk about what the weather will be for today. Today's weather should be very, very hot and sunny. The high should be in the 90s, and with the heat index, it's going to feel close to 95, 96 degrees. So please make sure you are drinking lots of water and staying hydrated because we want you guys to stay safe. At Kennedy, we are a PBIS school. PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Support. And what we work on at Kennedy as our PBIS core values are ready, respectful, and responsible. We also use in Barrow County a program called Character Strong. Character Strong is a program that we do each and every day in the classroom and as a school to help us learn about how to be ready, respectful, and responsible. And we focus on specific character traits each week or each month. For the first week of school, we're going to focus on kindness. Kindness is going to be our focus for the first week of school. And kindness is acting with understanding, generosity, and care. And that's what it means. We act with understanding. So you got to understand what other people are doing. Generosity means to give people things, and to care, which means to take care of people, help them feel better about themselves and about the things that they have. So we're going to be working on that as we go throughout today. You can be kind by practicing empathy, cooperation, and respect with others. Empathy is understanding how other people feel. Cooperation is getting along, and respect is just treating others the way you would like to be treated. So that's what kindness means. Okay, there's a quote from Jackie Chan. So he's an actor, and he's a actor, and he is a karate person. And this is kind of what he looks like here. Let me pull this up for you. And he has a quote about kindness. It says, "Sometimes it takes only one act of kindness and caring to change a person's life." So let's think about that. What do you think that means? That it takes just one act of kindness and caring and to change someone's life. So you guys today, maybe you guys could talk about some examples of small acts of kindness that could change someone's day or even someone's life. Just think about it. Sometimes today's the first day of school, and there's going to be some students in here that are not real happy about here. They're a little bit nervous because they don't know the people in here, but just smiling and saying it's okay and helping them out, that could change their life. So think about that today as we practice this week kindness. So that is all the analysis we have for this morning. Like I said, my name is Mr. Butcher. It's my job to try to keep you guys safe. So please help me, Mr. Newport, who you'll meet tomorrow, and your teachers keep you safe, which is our job. You guys can help us keep you safe by being a ready, respectful, and responsible student who's focused on graduating in the year. Your teachers will tell you what grade you're going to graduate if you don't know. And once you know it, shout it out each day. Because when you are a ready, respectful, and responsible leader who's focused on graduating, you are boldly committed to student success. Like I said, I'm Mr. Butcher. It's my job to keep you safe. I love you very much. Have a great day. All right, every morning after morning announcements, I will always do a read aloud. We do read alouds for several reasons. One is so that I can model for you guys what good readers do when they're reading. Good readers read fluently. Fluently means that I read the words correctly, at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, and with expression. Another reason why we do read alouds is so that you guys can practice what good readers do as they're reading, whether they're being read to, like a read aloud, or if they are reading to themselves. Good readers listen for the story elements, the character, who or what the story is about, the setting, where and when the story takes place, or the sequence of events, what happens first, next, and last. Also, too, good readers, they look at the pictures. Good readers ask themselves questions. What just happened? Why did it just happen? How did it just happen? What do I think is going to happen next? And good readers are trying to figure out, so at the end of the story, they can give a good summary of what the story was, retell the story in order. So that's what we're doing. And also, too, read alouds also just allow us to have some time to teach some things. So today's book, which is First Day Jitters, the author is Julie Danneberg, and the illustrator is Judy Love. Author is the person who wrote the words, illustrator is the person who drew the pictures. It just talks about a certain topic and then how we can relate to it. So First Day Jitters, since today is the first day of school. So here we go. First Day Jitters. You can kind of see the calendar circled with the first day. There's someone under the covers. They don't look really look ready to go to school. Jitters are like being scared. But here we go. First Day Jitters. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom door. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. So Sarah does not want to go to school. She's already refusing. She covered herself up. Dad went in there and opened the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. And she tunneled down to the end of her bed. So she crawled all the way into her bed and said she hates school. She's not going. Dad does not look happy. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never even been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other new school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends that you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard, and I just hate it. That's all. So Dad's saying, look on the bright side. And Sarah's like, no, I don't want to look at the bright side. I'm going to hate it. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. So Dad's like, well, we told them they're coming. They're expecting you. They will think that I'm lucky, and they will wish that they were at home like me, in bed. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I am not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Dad's had enough. Time to get moving. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled with her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Sarah comes down. She's got a headache after she gets dressed. Dad gives her some breakfast. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. Sarah could not breathe. And then they were there. I feel sick, Sarah said weakly. Nonsense, Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. Dad points out there's the principal. Oh, Sarah, Miss Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on. I'll show you where to go. So Sarah slumped down in the seat, and here comes the principal, getting her out of the car. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly down the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. There she is, taking Sarah to class. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Miss Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Miss Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. See, even teachers and principals have first day jitters. Have a good day.